My family's been here in this county ever since the government gave land grants. And actually, our property that our family had is there at the corner of Miller's Mill Road in Springdale. And that's been our family. I think it was actually deeded by John Quincy Adams, the sixth president. So our family's been there that length of time.
Wow.
And so through the years, we bought property up back when it was, I think the first piece I bought in Henry County was back in 1984 for $400 an acre. That's what I paid for it. 171 acres. Yeah.
84 wasn't that long ago.
No, it didn't seem like it doesn't, but, it's amazing, what Henry County has done. And so through the years of process buying, we had a lot of property we bought up then at that point in time, and so we've done a lot in Henry County. We still got quite a bit of acreage in this county, and and it's home. I mean, I've lived here all my life. We've recently, my wife and I moved out to Lake Oconee, more towards retirement. I still come back every day to McDonald to the office. People don't realize it, but we have set aside probably 2,000 acres of our property. We've set aside in perpetuity, will never be developed. It's beautiful pieces that in the coming years, people will learn to appreciate that because, in working with you guys, I think in the coming years, they're going to see just how important that, having that property set aside through different areas of the county, will be fruitful in the coming years.
Over the years, I've heard you say the word conservation a number of times.
Yes.
Why?
Family been here forever, and so as you see the county grow, you're going to see the need for this green space at some point in time. And the only way to put it in conservation, and this is in perpetual conservation. This is an area that cannot ever be developed. It's in perpetuity. We set it aside, and I just saw the need coming, and I think it'll prove very fruitful in the coming years. Now, I promise you.
When you look at Henry County versus other areas in Atlanta, Henry County seemed to be that county that didn't want any growth, even though it sat right on I-75, I-675, has the most freeway interchanges in the state of Georgia. What was the issue with growth?
You've got a regime that came in that was very anti-growth. Well, we were all talking smart growth, and they were talking no growth. And so, I think, Bruce, that growth can happen if it's good. And I think if we watch it and we take it and it's good quality, that's what the people in this county are looking for. This county is going to grow. I mean, it's a beautiful place to live. You got a great school system. I just think Henry County is about to explode, to be quite honest with you. There's a whole lot we can do about it. Any county on the south side that's got more exposure to growth is Henry County. Then you take what's about to happen down at Bethlehem Bottoms Road with that interchange going in, and I think you guys kind of made that happen. That's coming in. That's going to be a big relief. Some of the truck traffic in Henry County.
That's going to be an inland port, though.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. But it will take a lot of the truck traffic off of, some of the 75. It will help tremendously.
It will take truck traffic off of 75 coming north. But what do those trucks do when they get onto the local roads? There's no way to get off and go back south. So you're going to see a lot of congestion on the local roads.
I hope we do something about that too, Bruce. I think that's been the biggest impediment that I see right now on the south side is that truck traffic coming. It doesn't matter what time of day you go. I almost wish that the state DOT somehow or another would open up the express lane, maybe the right lane only, just for trucks that are going through Henry County, to where they don't have to stop. The problem you're having is these trucks come up, they get up to the hill going up to Eagles Landing Parkway, and they if they have to stop and start back up, it backs traffic up. And that's the biggest problem I think we have. I think if they could open that up somehow or another, I think it would help tremendously, because a lot of trucks coming through Henry County aren't coming here for freight. They're going through Henry County, and that's the biggest problem that I see right now.
I think the first major development that came to Henry County was the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and there was pushback against the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and that was a great opportunity to start building quality development.
I can remember those days. It sure was.
Yeah, with the development of South Point came the interest in the Jodeco development.
Certainly. Jim Baker on South Point, they did a great job there, and I think it has grown, and I think the overspill for that has really been good for us. We were able to land Costco's. Was coming into Jodeco, and that's been it's been a big turning point for us on that in Henry County. I think Jodeco's going to be it's been a fun project so far.
So you've had control of the Jodeco land for a number of years, and I remember working with RCP around 2014, 2015 when they wanted to start developing the Jodeco area. And I was the only one on the Board of Commissioners that supported it, and I started doing town hall meetings in District 2 at the time, trying to educate the community on this development because I thought it was a great development and Henry County would benefit overall, but we were unable to get that thing going.
I think at that point in time, I think the staff we had there, most of them were anti-growth. I think the commission we had for the district, when I went to meet with him about it. Yeah, you sure did. And he just told me emphatically no before I laid the plans, before we even talked about it. And so you were the only one that really gave us support at that time. And
that's what we had to do. I mean, during those town hall meetings, I said, we have to work on trying to get this thing annexed into Stockbridge, or it's never going to happen.
Absolutely. And and I tell you, the city, that was a great move. The city has been great to work with. I've got to say, they have been really good to work with. And now, I mean, if you go out there and you see it now, Bruce, it's really taken off.
It has.
And it's something I'm really proud of.
Now, RCP, they had some issues after we annexed it into the city, and that kind of fell apart. So I was happy to see when you took the reins and started working to develop this piece of property. Yeah, and we believed in that property. It's one we've had,
actually Dr. Chen and I bought that property back in 1985 when we bought that piece. And so we had it sold, and then when it all fell through, we thought, well, I told him, I said, Doc, this is a prime piece to develop. And so I'm glad we started when we did because the costs were so much better on construction costs.
Yes.
Things have gone up, and our timing was really impeccable. And so, landing Costco's, and we now have Sprouts coming in. There's gonna be some unique restaurants. We got Bahama Breeze is coming in. We'll have
These are all confirmed.
Yeah, these are all confirmed. You've got, right now we're building Starbucks. Chipotle's getting ready to be started. We've got the first Chick-fil-A brand is going to be a very unique Chick-fil-A. Be the first prototype in the country that's coming in. You've got Whataburger's coming in. We've got Simple Salad. And like I said, we've got some restaurants, other restaurants. Matter of fact, First Watch.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Oh, I love it. They're confirmed. They're coming in. Okay. So, and we've got a couple other restaurants we're working on, and so we want to make this more of a destination area. We have designed this thing to where the traffic should flow very well. This has been a project in the making for years. It hadn't just something we started overnight. I mean, as you well know, and so it's been fun.
Can you talk about the cost of the infrastructure? You pretty much funded the roads and the sewer for this entire project.
We have. We've probably spent to date, Bruce, probably $22-23 million in infrastructure costs right now. And so when we get through, we'll probably have close to $24-25 million in infrastructure cost into it.
Was this a public-private partnership, or did you fund all of the infrastructure yourself?
This was one that we just wanted to do ourselves. We didn't really want any public money. We funded this out of pocket, so to speak.
Can you speak to the residential? Because the residential started first, and in order to attract retail, you have to have density.
Oh, listen, that's a must. To get the proper commercial, you've got to have your consolidated, residential. So right now, we started out with the apartments. We've got the townhouses about to go vertical. We've got the condos about to go vertical behind it. We've got the senior housing about to get started. So we've got a great mix in there. And along with that, we've got a section set aside for office space, for medical and for office space.
Class A office?
Class A office space.
Because there's none in the county.
No, there is not. And that's about to change. And I tell you one thing, Bruce, that we've got that I'm really proud of. The hotel that we're bringing now, it's going to be more of a condotel. This is going to be kind of the centerpiece when we get through with it that we're really excited about. It's going to be a 12-story building. It's the bottom 4 floors are your hotel. Your 5th through your 10th floor are your fee simple condos. There's only going to be 60 of them. Half of them are already pre-sold. The 11th and 12th floor will be office space, Class A office space. We'll have a rooftop bar with a name brand steakhouse that's coming in. That's going to be the hotel itself. They're rated between a 4 and 5 star hotel. It'll be one of the first. It'll be the first high rise in Henry County. Matter of fact, the first high rise on the south side, so to speak. The beauty of it is, from the 5th floor up, you can see Stone Mountain. From the 6th floor up, you can see the skyline of Atlanta. From the 7th floor up, you can actually see Truist Park. So this area is one of the highest areas in Henry County. And so when we had the drone shots of it, all the condos will actually face north. Believe it or not, everybody's always said this would be a dangerous project to do and undertake because of the cost. But let me just tell you this much: the 2-bedroom units, the interior 2-bedroom units, they started at $750. The exterior units, the 3 bedrooms, exterior units, started at $1 million. And I'm here to tell you, half of them are already pre-sold. So anybody can say that the South Side doesn't have it, but it does.
Oh yeah, the demographics, the incomes, it's here.
It's been here. It has been.
Any other amenities that we can expect?
Well, and certainly we're looking to have some walking trails, even though it's right there where it's at. We have reserved some areas for green space, for walking trails. We've got there's some entertainment that we're hoping to get in, but I'm hoping it's going to happen. And if it does, it will be a lot of fun to have that in there.
Are we going to land Top Golf on the South Side?
I think eventually, yes, we're going to get a Top Golf. It's either going to be a Top Golf or something very similar to Top Golf. I think the South Side deserves it, and I do think you'll eventually get it. I certainly do.
When can we expect completion of this project?
Costco's, by the way, is going to open, I think, November 16th.
They're working hard.
Yeah, they're working double shifts. Starbucks, Chipotle, Sprouts, those are all going to be starting in the next 30 days. Starbucks should be dried in next week. So it should be ready in probably the next 30, 45 days as well. So
yeah, I spoke to them. They told me that they were moving forward pretty quickly. I'm still trying to get them north.
Yeah,
but,
Well, they need to come up on the north side.
Yes.
Henry County deserves it up here as well.
We do. Anything else you would like to talk about regarding the project?
We could have sold this thing a half a dozen times. This is one we've taken our time, and we're trying to do this one right for the first time. It's not all about the money in this case. I'm rooted here. I've been here. I'm a hometown guy. I've been here all my life. We've still got, Bruce, almost 2,000 acres in this county that I want to watch. I want it to grow good in a smart way. The longest time, I've always said that Henry County had a lot to offer. And I think we're proving that now. This is going to be the first proving grounds. You're going to see a lot more different restaurants come in. Like I say, like right now, you've got just the fact that we're getting a Whataburger in, is something unique that you don't see on the South Side. I think you're going to see a lot of growth. That's going to be really good growth. And I think if we take our time, Bruce, I think that's what we deserve, what we need in this county.
Thank you for all your work, and it's been a pleasure working with you over the years. Continue to move forward, ensure that this county is in the right place 50, 60, 70 years from now.
Agreed.